Good afternoon, LAP. It's Thursday, June 17th, and a pretty nice day outside. Hope for those that are on layoff and unemployment is going well for you so far. We've had a few hiccups, but we'll manage to get through those together. Order bank is still the same as it was last week. Escape 15,201, Corsair 3,143 for a grand total of 18,344. A few people said they were worried about the low totals on the order bank. Just remember, we're still building the 2020 model, and the 2021 models will start right towards the end of August, so we can't keep taking a lot of orders to fill 2020 orders when we're getting ready to start the 2021. And with the uncertainty in down weeks and market, we want to make sure we can build what orders we take for all the dealerships and our customers. So don't get all frantic about the low numbers, because that's 2020 models, and we're going to start building 2021 after we come back from shutdown. Plus, we don't know what our suppliers and what the chip market, what everything that's going on throughout the world is going to cause, and if there's going to be additional downtime, which most likely there will be throughout the year. The rework, LAP is finished up with a lot of the rear ends we were swapping out, and everyone stuck with it, did a great job. We did a little over 2,000 here at the plant, which is outstanding. We were ahead of schedule and got a lot of kudos and a lot of thanks and praise from those outside of our four walls. So good job, everybody. We still had several teams and classifications still working. They're going around to multiple lots in the city, doing reflashes, changing BCMs, putting BCMs in and modules. And we have some in the city, some out of the city, and we have one team up in Indianapolis. So I want to thank those people for sticking with it and getting the job done, keep going. We need everyone that is going to some of these outlying areas to keep your mileage, keep the date that you're doing it, what location you went to, and if you drove your personal vehicle. We're going to try to get the mileage TER, travel expense report, to everybody. I'm working on trying to get a single point lesson right here. Working on trying to get a single point lesson together for those that are computer savvy. Those that aren't, then we'll try to get you to get up here and see one of us so we can get all your data entered into the computer and get the TER file. So we'll need your name, your global, the date and location every single week if you went somewhere different. If you went somewhere different during that same day, we will need those also. We have all the mileage. It automatically takes everybody. We put the address in. It takes the mileage already from the plant to make sure everything is calculated properly. COVID update. Currently, Ford is still requiring everyone to wear masks and glasses when they enter the building. I've personally emailed the plant manager and his boss, Joe Bobner, asking that the mask mandate be lifted and some of the COVID protocols. Open up the gym, open up the cafeterias, get our food cart going. Summer coming, it's going to get hot, and the last thing we all want to do is be wearing these masks. We're all on the same page. Your union's trying to get Ford to come around to lift this mask mandate. So we have a few scenarios that have changed. First scenario that's changed is the COVID survey. When you come back, the COVID survey, there's going to be after you put I'm an hourly employee, Louisville assembly plant. Right after that, Ford has decided to jump on the bandwagon with what we were already trying to do as the UAW and get a number of people that may have been vaccinated to share the information if they would like. So they've added that question also onto their survey for the COVID-19 survey. Have you been fully vaccinated? Have you not been fully vaccinated? And I prefer not to respond. You do not have to answer. You have to answer the question, but you do not have to respond if you got the vaccine. You don't want nobody to know, or if you don't plan on getting vaccinated. But I tried to see if I just had to answer at one time. It will show up every single day, and you can't go any further until you answer that question. So, on another note, so we got the revised COVID pay scale coding. So a few things have changed. On a positive case, if you come back test positive, then the same thing works up to 10 calendar days you'll be off. They'll pay you for if the plant is running. One thing that has changed is you used to get up to 3 days to get a COVID test if you feel sick or you call in and you fail the survey. Those days are not paid no longer. So if you're feeling sick, it's going to be on you. And if you get the COVID test and you think it may be COVID, they'll cover those days with your vacation excused or unpaid. But there will be no more pay unless you test positive. Close contact will be paid by the plant if somebody in here tests positive and you worked around them. Those scenarios still stayed the same. If you fail the temperature scan in the tent, then of course they're going to do like they've done in the past. They'll have you sit down, wait 5 minutes, then try to come back through. If you still fail it, then you will go through the same protocol to notify medical, notify labor, and then they'll send you out to go get tested. And then you will be paid, but you have to fail at the temperature scan. There's no more, I don't feel good today, I'm not coming in, you fail it from home. So that's one of the big changes. We were finally able to get one of the benefits reps to work. They will be working the week of the 28th. So that'll be 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. So if you have any benefits requests, you want to turn in some paperwork or got a bill, they will be working the week of the 28th. Make sure you call. The UAW hall has still got the doors locked because of COVID, and they've had a few people break in that we're trying to corral them around. So we got some new locking mechanisms and everything going on at the hall. So you can get into the front door, just knock on the next door, and they'll be glad to let you in. A lot of people had questions on exactly, why the benefits reps weren't working. The benefits reps are just like any of our normal reps that represent you here in the plant. It's all based on numbers and how many people are working. With the unemployment and the rework we were going on here, we only got a certain number of reps, and we needed to focus those reps here at the plant with all the rework and everything that was going on inside and outside the plant. We got the over allocation right now for 1 week. If it looks like there's going to be a need for a second week, we got already let labor relations know we'll be proposing for a second week. So stay tuned for that. For the National Ford Department, our UAW Vice President Gerald Kereim has decided to retire at the end of this month. As LAP, we would like to congratulate him and wish him the best. He was a member of Local 362 since 1976, so he's reached his 65th birthday, and he'll have 45 years as a UAW member, which is a great accomplishment. And we want to thank him for his leadership and inspiration that he's provided us in the short time that he was able to be with us as Vice President. And thank you, Gerald. Uniform ordering. We've only had about 1,500 people so far that's utilized the $300 uniform allowance provided by the local contract. So the website you can go to is www.mypromomall.com/LAP. I noticed some of the times when I type that in, it'll want to put spaces in between my and mall. Need to make sure there's no spaces in there and it goes through. If you still have issues logging in, you can call them and they will reset you at 1-866-762-2049. If you're eligible and you choose just, I don't want to order anything, don't want to be part of it, that's perfectly fine. That's up to you. One of the things I'd like you to consider is if you're not going to order, maybe just order some different shirts, and we'll try to get those passed out, whether it be by drawing or by need. Order a bunch of shirts. Get up to your amount where it don't cost you anything, but don't give the money back to Ford. Let us use it to help some of the TFTs that didn't get it, or if you know a TFT you'd like to order for, please do so if you don't want to order anything. If you want to order a bunch of t-shirts, you want to order some polos, order them, bring them up to the store, and then we'll try to have a drawing and have some TFTs come up there and pick up the shirts. Ford's added a new discount website. If you'd like to go to that, https://Ford, F-O-R-D, perkspot, perkspot.com/login. I notice there's several items on there. There's several categories, and there's a multitude of items that they're willing to give Ford a discount on. So get on there and check out that new site. The nickel fund, as you're aware of, the 11 UAW members that got, sentenced for stealing out of this or in a misappropriate of funds. Now it's changed to the Taft-Hartley Trust Fund. So there's a strict policy and guidelines that every plant has to follow. 95% of the money is going to be used strictly on training purposes. So, people were asking about the fare tickets. There will be no fare tickets. There's no trinkets, no nothing like that. Everything that's paid for the trinkets and out that will be out of the plant, which, as you know, it's trying to get blood out of a turnip to get the plant to pay for anything. So the fair, the derby, nothing like we've used to and before, and had to get things ordered, and usually wasn't a big issue or big problem. Now it's going to be. I turned in 25 items that I thought were appropriate and needed to be done and needed to be paid for out of the trust. They approved 6 of those, and I'm appealing 5 out of the 25. So hopefully I hear something back on those that we can get some people, get some more training done, including our CBET training. So the nickel fund, it's totally changed from where we were at before, so hopefully we can get back to things like normal and get some things listed for training for everybody. In closing, I want to talk about what we got going on tomorrow with the unemployment assistance. As you know, the website that I will put the link here down below, you need to go, if you have issues, you can go to at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can log on there now. All you do is see the site's not up and ready. It will not be activated by the unemployment office till 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. These will be setting up dates and times for June 29th, 30th, July 1st, and July 2nd. It's not going to happen immediately. So we're working on trying to get everybody established for the ones that have not received unemployment, or some people that have issues with unemployment have an avenue, and the unemployment office has been more than abide to work with the UAW to try to get something fixed with all of our employees that are having problems. So first come, first serve, get on there, log on, get you a time, and try to get over and get your issue settled. We're anticipating it just like all the rest of the unemployment sites. This one's just for the UAW, but it's going to fill up fast. With what we had, the issues we have over here at LAP, issues KTP have, it should fill up extremely fast. So one thing, I don't know, they haven't showed us exactly how the website's going to work, but you're going to fill out a bunch of information and then select the time or date. I personally see if it'll let me schedule from Friday, Thursday going backwards, because everybody wants to get in, get it done, get it fixed real quick. Main thing is we need to get as many people in as quickly as possible. So try to go in. If it lets you select dates right off the bat, go to the end of the week and come forward, because it's going to fill up real fast. Our bargaining committee will be out there also with their laptops to be able to pull information up from twos or help people with issues that they may have. For the unemployment office, if we got something we got to print out, or if they need more information on what earnings, or if they're showing something that we're not showing, we can print out documentation right then and there for them. So it's going to be a lot of calls coming in tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So, I mean, you got to get on the internet and not calls. So make sure you have everything in order, ready to go at 9 o'clock tomorrow to set something up if you're having unemployment problems. So on behalf of me and my committee, I want to wish everybody a happy Thursday and have a safe weekend, and God bless.